stuck with me so far with our wonderful electrical box. You watched a couple minutes ago me finish wiring this guy up. Last night the kid wanted to be in the garage with me, so I let him in here and we bolted in the Manager 30, bolted in the ARB, bolted in our sub panel. We've just dropped in the battery. I'm going to strap that down today. We're going to wire up the ARB. I got a bunch more goodies. Picked up another 20-ton bottle jack from Harbor Freight. Little hint, guys. The 20% off coupon that doesn't allow car jacks, automobile jacks. This is not in that, so you can still get this 20% off. I just did that today. Got some air hose, all air fittings. So I don't have the air fittings yet. I bought a bunch of stuff online because Home Depot, Lowe's, they have just enough to get you in trouble. I wanted to get some hoses that are custom length, so I have a 1-foot hose to go to this side and a 4-foot hose to go to this side. The idea is I'm going to do like a a bulkhead type fitting right here and connect it to the outside, but I wanted a hose so what happens is I can take this panel off, put it back on without having to replumb everything here. So let's get to it. Let's start this off with, I lied. I'm not going to run the ARB yet. I want to run my posts for my ground and power for my battery. These are nice beefy 1/2-inch hardware. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bus bar for each side, and I'm going to make it out of this 2-inch by 1/8-inch thick piece of brass. I'm going to figure out my pattern, drill my holes. So I'm going to have my main connection. I'm going to have two secondary connections. They're going to be 5/16 and then a 1/4-20 connection. What I'm going to do is actually going to drill and tap this, and I'm going to bring the bolt up from the bottom as a stud, and that'll lock it in. I have this little test coupon of aluminum. It's 1/8-inch by 2-inch. It's the exact same as this. My bus bar shouldn't be any larger than this, so I'm going to test fit everything of this guy. Once I know it's good, make a second copy. Doesn't look like much, but this is my actual plan here. I'm going to come down, curve it back, around that corner, which you can't see because I'm stupid. Anyway, going to come in, cut this section out, cut that corner. This is going to be my 1/2-inch post. Then I'm going to have a 5/16, 1/4-20. Actually, I'll make these two 1/4-inch, and then I'm going to make this a number 10. So 5/16, 5/16, 1/2. Looks like it worked. Leaves a little bit of room on the bottom, which is perfect. So I want to be able to have some room for, the heads to come up. So I think we're good to go. And I'm going to trace that and cut out of metal. Okay, since we last left off, I figured you guys didn't want to see me make the same thing just in brass. So here we are. A lot of connections on this thing. We have a main stud for the Switch Pro. another stud for the compressor, another stud for the red arc monitor, a stud for the fridge, and a stud for the Switch Pro monitor. I made them on both sides, but all these studs are a little extra long, so I can add stuff later. I don't want to be stuck in one position going, man, only if I made this something slightly different. Yeah, it's kind of sketchy sticking up, but this is going to have a wood top to it, so nothing is going to be able to touch it. It'll be isolated. Over here, if you can see my hand on the far side, I make a divider, also out of wood, up against this, so nothing arcing will be bumping up against this. Okay, battery's anchored. Terminal strip, all good to go. It's a threaded stud. Well, I threaded the bus bar, so we're good there. I think we're sturdy. Here we have part of the wiring loom for the ARB compressor. These two red go to the positive. These two negative go to the negative. That gets plugged into the big plug here. Little plug plugs in this guy right here. And nope, I'm wrong. This guy is something. Trying to untangle it all. Jeez. This one plugs into this bro right here. I think there's 2 wire harnesses in this thing. Like, here's a ball of wire. Good luck. No? Nope, nope, nope. So I think so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make a void, because I want this section to be open so I can store stuff in it, have a shelf across. So on this side I'll have like a kind of an L shape of storage, so I can store some long things in there. I have my jack I'm gonna put in the bottom. It's gonna be bolted to the bottom, so when I get out, I'll take like 2 wing nuts, loosen it up, and go to town. But this will be all isolated. This electrical side is going to be isolated from the recovery side. Even when accessing the air on the driver's side, it's going to be out exterior. So you will never have to open that electrical door unless you have to do electrical things to it. I have plenty of room in there to do all sorts of stuff. I'll probably put in a couple of tie downs and actually put in like electrical boxes, spare parts, fuses, all that stuff. So it'll be in there. So if I need anything, crack it open, undo this tie down. All my tools and parts for fixing that section, it'll be there. What I'll do also is I have those the 1024 bolts, and I have those bolt down wire ties. So I'll actually put a wire tie here and a wire tie here, and actually guide this thing where I want it to go. And I'll leave it loose for right now so I can bring more wires through and snug it down and I'll actually have a control. I don't want stuff rubbing against a sharp edge. This is a relatively protected edge, so if I go like that and come down, have a nice round arc to it, then I can even come back underneath and guide it in to where I need to go. I'll show you guys what this looks like in a second when I drop it in. Start here, first loop, second loop, third loop, drops down to the fourth loop, then the fifth loop, then goes to the battery. So let me back up and I'll show you guys what it looks like. So what we'll do is this wire will come around, drop down, feed into the battery. This will leave this section open for tray, and this section, all of this will be storage area. And I left these loops open, so when I bring power from over here, I bring it around, drop it into the same loops, then go back into the control panel where I need to go. Or I come around, drop down into the battery where I need to go. Unfortunately, guys, this is where we leave off. I thought I had the right size crimps for these, but I do not have the right size ring ends. I could finagle something to get it by, but I want to do this right. Anyway, so let me recap. So I'm leaving off today. I thought I had the right size ring terminals for these wires. I have 8, and I have 4, and I've got some others. This seems to be like I don't know, like a 6 gauge or something. I don't know. I'll figure out what this actually is, and I'll get back to you guys when I finally get the right ring terminals.